Good evening, my little angel. Tonight, we'll get to know a boy named Albert. Can you guess who this boy is already? Let's go with me to his world. Little Albert, the Curious. Once upon a time, in a quaint and cozy village, there lived a curious little boy named Albert. Albert was no ordinary boy. He loved to ask questions about everything he saw. Why is the sky blue? How do birds fly? Why do apples fall from trees? His friends called him Little Albert, the Curious. Albert's closest friend was a tiny mouse named Max. Max was very clever and always ready to help Albert find the answers to his questions. Together, they embarked on many wonderful adventures. One sunny morning, Albert and Max decided to visit the wise old owl who lived in the great oak tree at the edge of the village. The wise old owl was known for having answers to all kinds of questions. Albert wanted to know how the stars twinkled in the night sky. As they strolled through the village, they encountered many animals who were also curious about the world. There was Betty the bunny, who wondered why flowers bloomed, and Sammy the squirrel, who wanted to know how trees grew so tall. When they reached the great oak tree, the wise old owl welcomed them warmly. "Hello, little Albert. What brings you here today?" Albert looked up with his big, bright eyes and asked, "Wise owl, can you tell us how the stars twinkle?" The wise old owl smiled and said, "Of course, my dear, the stars twinkle because they are far, far away, and the air between us and them moves around. It's like looking through water. It makes the light dance." Albert's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Thank you, wise owl," he exclaimed. "But how can we see stars that are so far away?" The wise old owl pondered for a moment and then said, "I have a magical telescope that can make the distant stars seem very close. Would you like to try it?" Albert and Max eagerly nodded. The wise old owl handed them the telescope, and when Albert peered through it, he saw the stars twinkling like never before. It was as if he could reach out and touch them. From that day on, Albert and Max used the magical telescope to explore the night sky. They discovered constellations, planets, and even comets. They shared their discoveries with their friends, and soon all the animals in the village gathered every night to learn about the wonders of the universe. Little Albert grew up to be the great scientist Albert Einstein, who never stopped asking questions and exploring the mysteries of the world. And although he grew older, he always remembered the magical adventures he had with Max and the wise old owl. And so, Albert's curiosity led him to become one of the greatest minds the world has ever known, all because he never stopped wondering about the stars that twinkled in the night sky. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879, in a small town in Germany. As a child, Einstein was not like other children. He was very quiet and did not speak much. In fact, people even worried that he might have trouble with speech. But in reality, Einstein's mind was always filled with many questions and thoughts, and he had a unique way of connecting with the world around him. The story of Albert Einstein's childhood tells us that always being curious and patient in learning about the unknown can lead to wonderful discoveries. Einstein showed us that with passion and perseverance, we can understand more and more about the world around us each day. Today's story time is over. I wish my little love a good night's sleep. I kiss you long on your forehead. See you again next time.